I'm glad that I've got an Atom action figure, but let's be honest, this one is kinda lame. That's why I customized him to the Sword of the Atom. I think it's a major improvement, and he's gonna stay exactly this way. I'd been looking for all the parts to make him look this way for a while. I finally found all the parts, and in my Justice League and DC character display, he's gonna be the Sword of the Atom. Ray Palmer, the second Atom superhero, Silver Age Atom. Let's look at the recipe in more detail. This is Hervé from Comic Book Bin. Fill you in since 2002. Like and subscribe. In the 1980s, DC Comics was trying to revamp the second tier Justice League members. So they had mini-series for Green Arrow, Flash, Hawkman, Atom, Aquaman, and even Red Tornado. So this series, The Sword of the Atom, was written by Jens Tornad and illustrated by Jill Kane. Now Jill Kane was associated with the Atom for decades. Also Green Lantern. And they sent him in the jungle where he could no longer control his size and was stuck at 6-inch. And he discovered this tribe of primitive yellow people who were also 6 inches. And they lived in the forest also, and they tried to survive other creatures. So they took him back to his roots. Since I've had this Atom, I really wanted to customize him into that version of the Atom, which was always the most dynamic. I had parts here and there, I had ideas, but it took a while. But I finally got the Atom that I really wanted, because he's the best looking of all the Atom, of all the Ray Palmer version. I found that the other figure, the original figure, the way it was designed, was too plain. I didn't kitbash anything, I didn't move anything off him. It's all the original parts on him, just that they look better now. And they're using the regular superhero buck from McFarlane, which is okay, but is not perfect. For example, the wrists are often too small. Well, with this, he's fine. Wrist guards makes him look more dynamic, and he looks like exactly like in the comics. So, what did I do? This is from, I believe, either the Conan figure or the Northman figure from Frazetta Girls. So what I had to do was remove the belly, the abs, and then put that on top of the diaper, of the McFarlane diaper. In the comics, he wears something like that. He also has a necklace made of bones and things, kind of pearls in the comics. I've got necklace I could use, but I felt that this part here, which I wasn't using, was probably the best part. It came from the accessory female figure here. See, I could have used this one that she's got on her neck. This, and I've got a lot of the characters from accessory Frazetta Girls. A lot of them have necklace like that could have been used. But I think that this looks much better on him. Kind of gives him a warrior look. Well, that's the whole point of the character, the warrior look. So I've got that on him. I gave him this from the Budo action figure from G.I. Joe Classified. I've been using that on many characters, and it looks okay. just adds to the wall part. The wrist covers are from a Marvel Legend action figure. I believe he's called Damon, the son of Satan. And that's what I use. The sword is probably a McFarlane sword because it's very gummy. But I'm not sure which character has the sword. Yes, I remember now. It's from the Batman from the Flashpoint. So Bruce Wayne's father comes with a sword like that. And so this sword is from that Bruce Wayne. Well, Batman's dad as Batman. He has a lot of equipment and stuff. He doesn't need this extra sword. The one thing that makes him look like, that would make him look like the perfect Adam from that series would be if there was a hair piece here that we could see. Maybe I should glue something. If I could find a hair piece that could go there, that could work. But so far he's got the full mask on, the full Adam mask. But in the comics, he flips his hair just like Kid Flash in a sense. Here. He's got a hair piece here over the mask. So that's the major difference. That's the major thing that he doesn't have here. And he's gonna stick like that in my Justice League collection. I think the Atom should always look like that. He should look so cool. He would look cool. I'm gonna put him next to Hawkman, whom I've also customized a lot. My version of Hawkman doesn't wear the same gear that he came with, except for the Morning Star. The shield is from, I believe, a Mythic Legion, and the sword here is probably from either a Frazetta Girl. I believe it's a Frazetta Girl. So he looks more like Hawkman, who does have shields in the comics. And next to him you have the Atom, his best friend. Who also looks savage. So that's the sword of the Atom. It's an easy kitbash if you have extra parts like that. I mean, this loincloth wasn't used because the figure had several that you could use. There's even, 3 of them that you could use. And so using it on this guy allows me to use parts which no one uses, which just stay in some box, some bag somewhere, and just make a very plain figure better looking. So this is Hervé from Comic Book Bin, figurine since 2002. Like and subscribe.